Happy New Year, everyone. Guess what? I still have no voice. But nonetheless, we're going to hang out for a little while. We're just going to power through because, well, we didn't hang out last week. So I want to hang out this week. Wish everyone a happy new year. See how everybody's doing. I don't know if we'll do the whole time here, but we're going to hang out for a bit anyway and just kind of see how things go. Robert's here. Robert says, hello, peoples. Hope everyone has a happy new year. Happy New Year, Robert. Hope your day, evening, whatever was good. It was good. Mine was very uneventful. I didn't even go out. Didn't go do anything. Just because I've just been feeling a little under the weather. So I just decided that, yeah, I'm gonna go to bed. I didn't even stay up or anything. So, and it was kind of nice, although, I don't know, just feeling lousy. Makes it a little bit hard to get some rest, but that's what we're trying to do. Let's see here. So, you guys, bear with me. we're gonna deal with this. I'm not feeling super bad. It's just my throat. I don't know what's going on. Scott's here. Scott says, Happy New Year, sir. Well, Scott, thank you. And Happy New Year. Says Happy New Year, everyone. Yes. Everybody, I can't believe we're in 2025. How crazy is that? That's just wild. Robert says, neither did I. Didn't go anywhere. Hope you start feeling better soon. Well, thank you, Robert. You know, I hope so too. You know, there's I don't go to the doctor very often. I usually, you know, try to just let whatever ailment run its course. But there comes a time when I have to just make the appointment and go. And that was this morning. I've been dealing with this throat thing probably since last Friday. So we're coming up on a week. It's like 5-6 days. And I just decided that this morning, you know, I kind of woke up this morning, didn't feel any better yet. So yeah, I just made an appointment. So a little bit after we're done here, we go up and get checked out. We got one of those, you know, I don't know, what are they called? Urgent cares or something like that, which is usually where I go. So we'll run up there and I just want to make sure that it's not strep or, you know, something like that, because I had strep once and I did the same thing. I just let it go. I didn't go to the doctor or anything, and it got really bad. And like the infection moved to like around my heart or something. I forget what it's called. And I actually ended up spending a night in the hospital. Like they admitted me for it because it was that bad. So yeah, darn it. Not a fan of going to the doctor, but anyway, yeah. We're going to do that today. Kind of get to the bottom of this. At least, like I said, make sure that nothing's, you know, it's not like strep. I'm totally fine if it's just a cold or something like that, but I don't want that strep. Yeesh. Let's see. Robert says, yeah, it's real crazy. Hey, dude. Oh, no. We're still backwards. I don't understand. Don't understand. But anyway, what's up? I can't do it today. Heritage says, wasn't expecting to see you today. Saw your New Year's short. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. We're not letting this throat stop us from hanging out. I don't have to worry about like spreading the germs to you guys or whatever. And so I don't see why we can't hang out, at least for a little while. Besides, we didn't hang out last week, and I wanted to be on here like the first day of the year. Just, you know, see how everybody's doing. Wish everyone Happy New Year's and all that stuff. So, yeah, I decided yesterday that, you know what, I'm going to shoot for it. Unless I'm, like, totally have no voice whatsoever, which it's not far off. But we're going to do it for a little while. We're going to hang out. Donna says, New Year, everyone. Coffee up. Oh, no, you're sick. I am, Donna. I don't know what's going on. But I still got my coffee, so coffee up. I don't know if the coffee helps your throat or not, but it sure tastes good. Yeah, I don't know. Don't know what's going on, Donna, but yeah, I got a doctor's appointment after we're done here just to get checked out because it's been going on for 5 or 6 days or so. I ought to have it looked at as much as I don't want to. Robert says not many people are a fan of going to the doctor. I know. I'm not. I usually, like I said, I just let it run its course most of the time. And most of the time, it works fine. But occasionally, like this one, it just doesn't feel like it's doing what it should do. So yeah, we're gonna go get it checked out anyway. Corey's here. Corey says, I do not like doctors neither. Corey, I don't either. Well, it's not the doctors. I don't have a problem with the doctors, but yeah, it's just, I don't know. Maybe it's just because you don't normally see the doctor when things are good, right? It's just not normally something you do. I mean, unless it's a checkup or something. But I can tell you for a fact that the only time I see a doctor, yeah, I would say, yeah, probably the only time is when I'm sick. Yeah, I wait for, my body to tell me, hey, you're not going to get better, guy. You need to go see the doctor. So, and that's today. That's all right. We're going to be fine. The only thing that is kind of a drag is I was planning on, remember last week? No, it wasn't last week. I think it was a couple weeks ago. I talked about, some of the things that I want to do for this year. One of those was I need to make some cables, right? We're going to make some guitar cables. That was my plan for this week. But it's really hard to shoot a video when I can't talk to the video. So I got all the supplies, got the wire, the cable. Well, not all the supplies, actually. I forgot. But anyway, I ordered some Mogami cable. I ordered a bunch of plugs. I got all that stuff in. The only thing that did not come up that was apparently on back order was some of that sleeving, that fabric sleeving. I want to try on some of these cables. We don't have that yet, but that was my plan, to shoot a video this week for this weekend. But it's looking right now that we're going to have to miss the video this weekend because I can hardly talk. So anyway, whatever. It's all good. It's all good. That's the only thing that was kind of bumming me out because I was looking forward to doing some filming. Oh, do you remember last? No, it was when I was working on the edge sander. You remember that when I was getting some audio, like clipping and popping and crackling. I think a few people commented on the some of the sounds that the audio was making. Well, it's because I broke the plug on my little lapel mic. And when I ordered all these plugs and things, I also ordered a new little 1/8" a couple of 1/8" plugs, so I could maybe try to fix that microphone. And it seems like it did. Snipped off the old one, soldered on a new 1/8" TRS plug, and it seems like it's working. So that's pretty cool. Annie's here. Annie, good morning. And Annie says, morning, Happy New Year. Hope you get to feeling better soon. Well, thank you. I do too. As soon as I'm done here, I made a doctor's appointment, so I'll be going up to get checked out. Make sure it's not anything more than just a cold. Hair dude says, glad I have an antivirus program installed. Don't want to get sick of you. I don't want you to either. So keep that antivirus up to date. That's funny. I like it. Let's see. Robert says, menu item suggestion. Black-eyed peas with some good quality smoked sausage. Some butter, spice to taste is pretty good. Sausage. You had me at smoked sausage. I don't know about black-eyed peas, though. I don't know if I like those. It's been a long time since I've had them. Dastardly Dave's here. Dave says, sup all. Happy New Year. Dave, what's going on? Happy New Year to you, my friend. My New Year's got me a scratchy throat here. Scott says, don't worry about a video for this weekend. Get better. Yeah, I know, Scott, but that's what we're going to end up doing. But I had plans, plans and aspirations. So it's all good. It's all good. I do want to get into kind of what I'm working on here in just a minute because I think it's going to be cool. Well, it is pretty cool. And I have been working on that while I'm feeling sick because it's kind of the prototyping stage. Actually, you could probably see a little bit back here. And I mentioned it in the reel thingy yesterday. Robert says, good deal on the mic fix. Yeah, I was pretty happy. I did order up a replacement. Basically the exact same mic, just a new one. But I thought, man, it'd be pretty awesome if I could fix this old one, and then I'd basically have a spare. So, and it appears like it works fine. I kind of tested it out, but I need to knock stuff over. Hang on, I gotta pick that up. It was sitting in front of the heater. That wouldn't have been good. But anyway, yeah, I kind of wanted to see if I could fix it so that I could have a spare. And so far, I think it's still good. Donna says, man, take it easy. Can't take it easy, Donna. Try to take it easy. And I get bored, like, instantly. Which kind of sucks, really, but I'm doing the best I can. Corey says, can you still taste food or anything you drink? Yeah, I can. I haven't lost any of that. I can smell my coffee. You can taste my coffee. I think I know where you're going, and I don't think that's it. And Tony's here. Tony says, Happy New Year, sunshine. Tony, what's going on? How are you doing this fine Wednesday? Happy New Year. How awesome. That's cool. Right on. So, what'd you guys do for New Year's? You guys do anything? Anybody go out and, I don't know, check out some bands or go to your favorite hangout spot, or what did you do? Any good New Year's stories? That's what I used to like to do for New Year's. Of course, most of it was when I, was playing in the bands. That was my New Year's, playing on stage. Now I'm not too big on New Year's. It's just another day, but it is an opportunity to get together and hang out with friends, family, that sort of thing. But yeah, yesterday I went to bed. I didn't do anything. Tony says, I'm old, so I went to bed. I went to bed too, Tony. No worries, nothing wrong with that. Corey says, take a couple shots of moonshine, call me in the morning. You know what? If I had some right now, Corey, I would definitely give it a try. Because, at least at night. Not right now, I probably wouldn't, but at night, yeah, I would, I'd try about anything because I have not been sleeping all that great. So that would probably help. Probably would. So, oh well. Here dude says, mixed a friend's band, got paid, plus meals and drinks for me and the girlfriend. Oh, nice. There you go. Right on. Score. Yeah, hanging out, listening to some music, watch your buddies jam, running the board. Very cool. What kind of band is it, Harry Dude? What do they play? Robert says, it's good that you can still enjoy the things you eat and drink. Just sat here in front of the computer watching videos. That was my New Year's experience. Oh no, time surfing. Yeah, I gotta try to I gotta try to read this. I don't know how you spell that backwards like that. Happy New Year, Home Built Workshop. Time surfing, what's going on? As you can tell, yeah, I got something going on here. It's not so much here or here, but like right here. Who gets the reference? Donna says, just ordered a pizza and stayed home. ABC Countdown. Hey, that sounds good. Pizza? Yeah. Should have done that. Corey says, do you like black pepper? If you do, put a teaspoonful of black pepper in a coffee cup and just add hot water to prevent you from catching the cold or flu. Really? Well, I like black pepper. Interesting. Huh. What if you already have it, though? Because I think I'm past preventing from catching it. Adana says, I like seeing folk bands play with spoons and etc. You know, I've seen a few performances with the spoons. But now I've tried that a few times. That's pretty cool. Brian, my hermit life is here. Says Happy New Year. Brian, Happy New Year to you. As you can tell, I got a throat thing going on. It's all right. Hair Dude says 80s covers, synth pop costumes and all. Right on. That's cool. So I wanna get into kind of what I've been working on just a little bit. Since I've not been feeling all that great, I've been spending a lot of time at the computer working on an upcoming project, which is a guitar neck. Not an entire guitar, but looks like I'm going to be doing a commission job for a customer who wants basically a J-bass replacement neck, but with my headstock, basically the exact headstock that I used on the Thunderbird style, the T-Bird style bass that I built, 2 years ago? He'd seen that video and wants one, laminated in the mahogany maple, just like I did there. So I've been drawing this up because I want to cut it out on the CNC and just getting everything modeled in there. And this is one of the prototypes. The other one I still have to. Well, I've got several. I've got a bunch of them here actually. So I've been prototyping, truss rod slots and all that sort of thing. So it's not something that I'm not videoing this prototyping part. I will do a video on the actual neck build, but yeah, looks like we're gonna launch a J bass replacement neck. Who knew? But yeah, it should be pretty cool. It's been kind of fun getting these drawn up, and yeah, I could have just got a template or used the template I already had. But I thought, well, if we're gonna be doing this, we may as well get everything done so that the CNC machine can help us out. So it should be pretty cool. Pretty much all of this is done on the CNC. Very similar in process to the neck for the Subtonic. But once I finish carving these, or once I finish the what am I trying to say? The prototype that's on the machine right now, I still have to cut the fret slots. Basically, that one I need to take over to my buddy's house who has a J bass, and I need to test the fit. Make sure I got the dimensions right, because if it's going to be a replacement, it's got to fit. So yeah, it should be pretty cool. It should be a pretty fun build, and it's another product I'll be able to add to the line, which is kind of something I want to focus on. New Year's, right? A lot of us do. Well, I don't necessarily, but a lot of people spend a bunch of time on resolutions and stuff like that, things that they want to do for the year and goals that they want to make. I don't really do resolutions all that much. If you guys set one, I'd love to hear if you care to share. But one of the things that I want to focus on this year, especially the beginning of the year, is focusing more on the guitar stuff. I want to get more products, replacement necks, right? So if someone wants a neck, we can do that. I want to try to do a little bit more. I've mentioned before, there's a couple of tools that I want to try to bring out. I haven't spent a ton of time on those yet, and that's something that I want to focus on. At least the first, January, February, March kind of thing. Just try to bring some of these things to life. That's one of my goals for the year, and we'll see how it goes. But that's one of the plans. Robert says the base neck looks pretty nice. Thanks, Robert. Yeah, it's not 100%. This is more of that scrap, kind of a scrap wood. So there's cracks and defects and stuff in there, like this one. Actually, I could snap that right off. Oh well, there you go. But yeah, we're prototyping in scrap before I actually start cutting, good stuff. And I had to do a bit of a lot of testing and trial and error. Even though I'd already done this on the subtonic base, there always seems to be something different, and I don't know why. This one was cutting. I don't know if you can see that. See, there's a ridge there, and this side there's not. So something was off center by just a little bit, because when you flip it. So I had to spend quite a bit of time trying to figure out where the variations were in that. And I think I got it figured out now. But yeah. Heritage says working towards full kit guitars and replacement parts. Yeah, yes, Harry dude. Like I said, that's something I want to try to work a little bit more on. I don't know about bodies yet at the moment. But definitely, I've already got this drawn up, so now there's no reason why I can't, we can't just, offer this as a replacement part, right? It's not going to have, a Fender style neck. I'm not doing that sort of thing. It's going to have my own headstock on there, but basically replacement neck, two-way truss rod, carbon fiber rods, all that sort of thing. So that if somebody does want, a replacement part of some sort, then, we can do that. So yeah, that's kind of what I want to do. I don't know about bodies. I've thought about, since I'm doing a J-base neck, I thought about maybe cutting out a J-base body just for fun. I don't necessarily want to get into manufacturing J-bases, maybe. But I don't know. If somebody wanted one as a kit kind of project, maybe, I don't know. I'm open to suggestions on what things might be cool to have. Time Serpent says you need some hot chamomile tea with honey. It probably wouldn't be a bad idea. There's only two problems. I'm not crazy about tea, and I'm not crazy about honey. But if it helps this thing, I definitely would probably give it a try. Definitely would probably give it a try. KK's here. KK says, Happy New Year from Greece to all our friends there and beloved America. Brother Jeff, wish the best for you and your family. Greetings from all of us. Oh, KK, thank you. Thank you so much. Happy New Year to you as well. Hope everyone in Greece is doing awesome. Hope you had an awesome New Year. And to everybody, too, how was your Christmas? If you celebrate. Hopefully it was a good day. You got to spend some time with friends, family, and same with New Year's. So right on, KK. Heritage says, might have to hit you up for a neck. Scored a Jackson body that needs a 24 fret neck with a locking nut. I'd have to draw it up and it would take a little bit of time, but hey, we could come up with something. Make some replacement necks. Do they have any sort of specific neck pocket dimensions? As long as I can get those dimensions, we could make one. That was kind of the cool part about this, but I'm anxious to test. Actually drop this into an actual J base. All of these details, the dimensions are online. I found them all there for through a couple of different websites. Hopefully they're right, and that's what I need to test. This was like one of the first ones. There's not a truss rod hole here. I did make a little 3D printed deal here. So this Let me see here. So this one doesn't have the hole drilled yet, but I made this little 3D printed thing that pops on there. There's where I need to drill the hole for my heel adjust truss rod. I probably will remake this with an actual drill bushing here, but that made a big difference. Up until now, I've been using this. Clamp it on, you line up a center line, and it's been a little tricky, but I was like, well, I've already got the drawings. Why mess with it? Let's just print one. And it worked great. Not only works for this neck, but it works awesome. Just got to get some drill bushings so that, this doesn't get totally trashed. Not that I can't print another one, but I think it'd be cool. Always finding more uses for 3D printing. It just never ends. Of course, says a honey is natural antibiotic. Really? Honey's an antibiotic? I don't know if I knew that. Huh. Maybe I'll have to go drink a whole jar. I wouldn't be able to stand the taste of it, but ugh. Huh. Yeah, so, outside of not feeling great, this has actually not been a bad project to be working on, to be prototyping this stuff, because I can feel as lousy as can be pretty much and still sit at the computer working on files and, just come out here, run the files. So far, it hasn't been too bad. Robert says, Sweet Tea Guitars and Geo are starting a company design, make and sell their take on some tool. Oh, some tool. The first product is redesigning a multi-level bench cookie. Company name is Bench Critters. Nice. That's pretty cool. I'll have to check that out. Yeah, I'm all for it. You gotta try to launch some products or something. It seems like a lot of people are doing that sort of thing. Bench Critters. I gotta check it out. I like that name. Times Urban says, sweeten your coffee with honey. Again, I think it's a great idea. I don't know what it is. I don't know. I'm weird, right? I can't stand the taste of honey, plain honey. I don't know why. I wish I did. But sometimes desperate times call for desperate measures, right? Maybe that's what I need to do. I don't know. So another thing that I'm sort of anxious about back to the neck is I know a P and a J base basically share the same neck pocket. But what I'm curious about, right, so the thickness of a P base is wider at the nut. J base is 1.5 inches, and the P base is what, 1 5/8 inches? I don't remember exactly, 9/16. I don't know, but it's wider, the P base. But the dimensions down here, I think, are the same, 2.5 inches. So in theory, that makes your taper a little bit different. So I'm curious as to how this will fit in a P base, or if I need to actually make a P base neck a little bit wider, which this is the parametric, so I should be able to just change the width up here and it'll all adjust. But I'm wondering if this exact taper will fit in a P base. I kind of think it's going to be teensy bit off. I don't know. Anybody have an experience with that? Swapping the necks on them? It's already drawn up, so I figure might as well try to make it. Robert says, I sweeten my tea with honey. Sometimes, not tried sweetening coffee with my honey. Just does not seem the taste to be to my liking. You know what I have done before? It's not the same as honey, right? But I have used maple syrup. I love maple syrup, like the real maple syrup, and we always have some. It's something that I grew up on. Coming from Northeast. Um, my grandpa used to make it, and a lot of local families in the area used to make it, and still do. But we always had maple syrup. So one thing that actually is quite good is you sweeten your coffee with maple syrup instead of sugar. It tastes really good. It does give it, that maple flavor, but it tastes really nice. I don't do that very often or hardly ever, mainly because when I did do that, it goes through the syrup really fast, and it's kind of hard to restock maple syrup out here, because nobody makes it. We don't have maple trees, so I have to order it. So I found that using it as the sweetener in my coffee really cause us to use it up fast. So, but yeah, try it if you got some real maple syrup. Corey says, then again, once you start drinking coffee or tea with honey, you might start liking it. Corey, make a valid point. You're right. Maybe so. Here it says, maybe grab the Stumac base neck pocket template. It says it suits both J and P. You know what, Harry dude? You just reminded me of something. I have that here somewhere. I have that template. Where? Where is it? I do have that. I bought that. I think it was one of the very first templates I ever bought. I'm going to have to look around for it. Yeah. Maybe I'll use that to cut a neck pocket, and then I can test the fit right here. I still want to test it on an actual base, but yeah. Hey, dude, you just made my day. I got to find that template. I have that. Guaranteed. I don't know where it is, but I do. Nice. Yeah, right on. Thank you, Harry dude, for that idea. Now it's gonna be driving me nuts until I find that template. Hang on, you guys don't go anywhere. I think I know where it is. I can't get to it. It's trapped. I got to do a little bit of unstacking. I think I know what toolbox it's in. So yes, that'll work. I got a scrap right here, like a slab of wood. I could just cut a neck pocket in that. Bam! There we go. Scott says, New Year's resolution. At first I thought it was New York resolution, and I was going to say, what the heck is that? To make sure I don't miss an episode of Home Built Workshop. Yeah. Tell your friends. Tell everybody. You gotta like subscribe. That's another thing that we're going to be doing, well, maybe the first quarter of the year. Might hit that 100,000. That's awesome. We got a little ways to go yet, but yeah, that's another thing that hopefully will be happening. So that's gonna be pretty cool. Robert says you may need to plant some maple trees to make your own maple syrup in the future. Just need the space to plant enough trees to make it work. Yeah, and I don't know how they grow out here. Really, it might grow. I don't know. And that's something that I would like to do sometime when I live. Maybe if I live in an area that is more suited to trees growing, I want to plant like a, I don't know what you'd call it, a whole bunch of guitar trees, right? Trees that you could use to build guitars. Maple trees, spruce, maybe walnut, cedar, all these different ones that you might use the wood for guitars for different things. And yeah, like the guitar grove. It's like surrounded by guitar trees, and maybe there's, I don't know, a pavilion in the middle, a pond. I don't know, but I just think it'd be cool to plant a bunch of guitar wood trees. Robert says, I hit the thumbs. The thumbs. Have you? Right on. Thank you, Robert. Time Servant says, may the new year bring you prosperity, good health, and happiness. Happy New Year, everyone. Time Servant, same to you. Except it didn't bring me the good health yet. But I know what you mean. I'm just kidding. But yeah. We're doing all right. We're doing all right. Even this. Like I said, it's not here. It's not here. It's like right here. Someone hasn't given me that reference yet. So yeah, so that is what is going on here. Some plans for the year. Well, I mentioned one already. I want to focus on a few of these products, bringing a few more things to the market, replacement necks, a couple of guitar tools that I want to get fine-tuned and get released and see what they do. Another thing, I got a guitar build, a fun guitar build. I think I maybe talked about this. It's actually another bass build, but this one is like a goofy, off-the-wall one. Phil was on here, my friend Phil, True Sound Studios. We were talking about that a couple weeks ago. Kind of a weird, the toilet seat bass. I got to build that, which makes me laugh just thinking about it. But I think it'll be fun. So I got to do that. I'm still kicking around the ideas for another acoustic. Not sure yet. I like to try to plan at least a few things that I want to accomplish for the year. But I also try to leave enough space in there so that when, I was going to say if, but it's more like when a project pops up that we just got to do that, we can tackle those unplanned things too, because sometimes you get some good stuff out of that. So, my sinuses pretty bad, but yeah, so far so good. Robert says, if you have allergies, if they've kicked up, I can change to the sore throat from sinus drainage. Typically, Robert, I typically don't have allergies. I'm not saying I don't, but nothing that I'm aware of. So I really don't know what's going on. But yeah, and throwing it all out to all of you as we start to move through 2025. If there's projects that something you want to see, or something that you think would be kind of cool to build or whatever, I welcome suggestions and stuff like that. And if it's something we can work in and make it work, then by all means, don't hold back. Let me know. And I welcome the feedback. So I still have a giant list of projects. So there's no shortage of ideas. It's just, try to plan on some of this stuff. So especially certain things where, I got to get materials. But anyway. Well, everyone, I feel like it's getting a little bit harder for me to talk. So as much as I don't want to, I think we need to wrap this up, because but anyway, I wanted to say Happy New Year, everybody. I am so excited to be kicking off 2025. I can't believe that we're into a new year. I'm going to sneeze here in a minute. It's the worst. Maybe not. But thank you all for making 2024 such an awesome year. And I'm really excited to be looking ahead to 2025, which day one right now, right? And except for Harry Dude, it's day 2 for you. but anyway, big things. I don't know what those big things are, but it's going to be a cool year, and I can't wait for us to all experience what the year has in store. I don't know, it sounds really weird, but I get excited at the beginning of the year. So let's see. Robert says, just hope doctor figures out a quick fix for you. Thank you, Robert. I hope so too. Robert says, everyone stay safe and healthy. Harry Dude says, go find that template and look after yourself. Catch you next week, Jeff. Stay safe, everyone. Thank you, Harry Dude. I will find that template. I think I know where it is. I just don't know how I'm going to get into it. I got it like packed into a corner really bad if that's where it is. But we'll get it. We'll get it. Scott says, hope you get better quickly. Robert says, yeah, get better. Corey said, one thing about doctors, they always throw pills at the problem. If that's anything, even colds or flus. I know, it's one thing I don't like. I don't like taking stuff. But at this point, it's going on long enough. I'll give it a shot if that's what I got to do. But you guys, thank you so much for the well wishes and all that. Happy New Year. Like I said, I'm excited. It's going to be fun. We're going to do some cool stuff and spread the word. It's going to be cool. You guys, stay safe. Happy New Year. Hope you get some time to get out in your shops, build some cool stuff, work on some projects. Oh, we got another idea coming up. Speaking of building projects, keep an eye out for those projects that maybe you started years ago and just haven't got to yet. We're going to get to that later, but just throw that out there next time you're looking around. Anyway, thank you guys. Stay safe, stay well. Thanks a lot for tuning in. We'll see you next time. I got to go get to the doctor's appointment. Later, everybody. Thank you. Ooh, my throat.